Welcome back. This is our second edition of the Team 1DOS YouTube cooking channel. Today, I've had a lot of requests recently of what do you do about lunch? A lot of my members don't have time to meal prep, and admittedly, I don't either. I work in 2 hospitals, 10 and 12-hour shifts. I run this company. I don't have 3 or 4 hours to dedicate to meal prep in trying to get lunches ready for the week. So I think typically what we have here is what we would normally pack for a lunch. You know, you've got your sandwich, your chips, and your Oreos. It's a 5-minute prep, throw it in the bag and out the door. The problem that we have with this though is it's loaded with white flour, saturated fats. This is just not good for you at all. And I think a lot of the time we just sacrifice what we're doing in terms of convenience because we just don't think that we have time to do something better. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you what my take on the sandwich is. What I have learned to do is I cut out the white flour, and most of the carbs is live with these. These are romaine hearts. In my house I use these for bread instead. And what I like to do is add some flavor to this. I'm a big fan of hummus. As you can see, these came directly out of my refrigerator. I have multiple kinds of hummus on hand at all times because this is pretty much my go-to food. Here we have sun-dried tomato basil, we have avocado, roasted red pepper, balsamic caramelized onion. This right now seems to be my favorite, so I'll show you how we do this. What you do is you just take your romaine heart and you spread this on there. And what it does is it adds a lot of flavor. It adds a little bit more fiber to your diet as well. And of course, you know, chickpeas are loaded with protein, so you've got that. And then, you know, I just use the lunch meat of the day. Here we have roasted turkey and ham, and of course I will do both. And then a little bit of provolone. I know some of my members don't eat dairy. I tend to do more of a modified paleo. I did fracture my hip this year. It was not due to osteoporosis. It was actually a training injury. But following that, the importance of calcium in my diet is just paramount. So I do the cheese. And then you simply put the other leaf on top, and here you go. Here's your sandwich. Now, you can do all kinds of other things with your romaine hearts. Here we have guacamole if you're feeling a Mexican flair. You can make a little tuna salad. You could even add avocado slices. You could do mustard, mayo, really anything will go on here that you would normally put on a sandwich, but it's going to give you a whole lot more flavor. You're going to feel a whole lot more satisfied. When we're looking at the chips, then we got to start thinking about what do we do for crunch. Now, in a perfect world, we would all have bagged vegetables like this, chopped up, ready to go. But again, I don't have a lot of time for meal prep. I'm not above bringing this to work and cutting it while I'm on the job, but to just have hours and hours on end to do something like that is not realistic. So what I did here was I gathered up a lot of really great crunchy snacks that aren't going to break the diet like the potato chips over there are. One of my favorites is Moon Cheese. This is something that you can get at Starbucks. You can actually order it on Amazon. It's literally loaded with protein, and all it is baked cheese. It comes in different flavors. You've got cheddar, Gouda, mozzarella. That's a good choice. There are some other brands of this that you can find at Target and some, even your local grocery store sometimes, so there's that. Other things you may want to consider are roasted chickpeas. This is something you can do on your own with just a can of chickpeas, and we'll get the recipe up for that to show you how to do it. But again, a nice high fiber, crunchy snack that's going to satisfy you and keep you full. But I have to say the snack I'm most excited about lately is hip peas. I'm an admitted reformed junk food junkie. We're talking Cheetos, Doritos, all that kind of stuff that really isn't good for you. I recently discovered hip peas. These are puffed baked chickpeas that look just like Cheetos. This is the fajita flavor, which I love, but I absolutely love these. And when you get these, you're looking at 3 grams of fiber. They're only 130 calories, and it's really going to get you satisfied, especially when you're used to eating chips a lot. Then there's other things like roasted pea pods. You've got coconut chips, which is phenomenal if you want a little something sweet. So these are all good choices. Of course, never underestimate the power of just some fresh fruit in the bag for your lunch. Now, as the afternoon wears on, what we see in work, or at least in my case, is, all right, this is all worn off, and I'm hungry. What am I going to eat? You know, when we start talking about snacking, protein, protein, protein. Anything loaded with carbohydrates is really not going to satisfy you for any length of time. You're going to have a refractory drop in blood sugar, and you're just going to be hungry in an hour. So great protein sources. These are my go-to. Anybody that works with me at the hospital knows I always have a can of flavored almonds, usually strongly flavored because I like highly flavored foods. Here we have the habanero barbecue and the smokehouse. I'm a big fan of the salt and vinegar as well. Other things for protein, jerky is fantastic, and that comes, of course, in every variety known to man. But also, this is really important. I tend to keep peanut butter around, especially the single serving sizes or even almond butter. These are great with just about any vehicle. You can do celery, you can do apples, you can do anything like that. And by combining them with a fruit like that, you're going to be satisfied for longer. It's going to last longer and you're not going to be hungry. So there's that. A quick on the go, of course, I'm also a huge fan of the Kind bars. Predominantly the dark chocolate chili almond is my absolute favorite. But the big thing with the Kind bars is they're only 5 grams of sugar. So you're getting that nice sweet satisfaction without really breaking the bank like you would with the cookies over there. Here we also have more of the jarred salads, and we will be doing a whole nother piece on that. This is something that can be done ahead of time. Literally, this is my lunch today. This is a quinoa and kale salad I made last night for dinner, and it's simply leftovers. But the jars keep things very nice in the glass, and you can store them in the fridge for days at a time. Finally, we need to talk about beverages. I think so many of my members are looking to get off the soda. They don't want to drink it anymore. But really, water, they just had it. You know, water gets boring after a time. So I wanted to go through some of the stuff that I like to drink that's taken the place of all of that. Here we have my absolute favorite. This is an infused water pitcher. It has a center basket that comes out. You can fill this with just about anything. Here we have all kinds of different berries. And as they sit in the water, it gives it a much sweeter flavor, a little more exciting to the palate than just the 64 ounces of water you're supposed to drink a day. So there's that. I also drink a lot of tea. Here we have passion fruit tea, which is actually a much stronger tea, much more flavorful, which again should help satisfy that sweet tooth and help you overcome your addiction to soda. Finally, carbonation is paramount, I think, when you're on soda. So here we have the Polar seltzers. These are just simply infused. There's no sugar in these, but it'll help you get through that need for carbonation. And probably my very most favorite beverage and my very big go-to beverage when I'm looking to just have something other than water is Fit-Aid. Fit-Aid is a fantastic line. It's paleo friendly, no artificial sweeteners. It will replenish your electrolytes, help you with recovery on a workout. In fact, I love this product so much I have a case of it delivered to my house every month. So it's fantastic. So that's just some ideas for beverages where you're just looking to get off the soda. So I hope this was helpful to you. Look forward to getting some more information about jarred salads. We have a grilling segment coming up. And thanks for watching.